Good evening, graduates, family members, friends, trustees, faculty, and staff. Welcome to the Bates Technical College 2025 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Steve Ashpole, Vice President of Student Services, and I have the honor of serving as the Master of Ceremonies tonight. I'm privileged to welcome you as we celebrate your success, the 2025 graduates. At this time, I would like to begin tonight's ceremony reflecting on the history of the land of Bates Technical College and the Tacoma Dome. We honor and recognize the Coast Salish people, specifically the Puyallup tribe of Indians, on whose traditional territory and ancestral lands Bates Technical College's campuses sit. After signing the Treaty of Medicine Creek with the United States in 1854, they were forcibly relocated onto reservation lands, which is now Tacoma. We acknowledge and thank the original stewards of this land. And now, audience, we ask you to stand if you are able and welcome Neil Hubbard and the NJROTC from Stadium High School, who will present the colors. At this time, I ask you to remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by our Associated Student Government President, Martine Fimbres.
Congratulations, class of 2025. All right, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I want to do a little shout out for my classmates and ASG. It was nice working with you, and I want to tell you thank you. All right.
Thank you, Martine. You may be seated. So tonight, we are here to salute our graduating students and to recognize the Bates Technical College staff and faculty for their tremendous efforts in contributing to the success of each one of these graduates. This is a momentous occasion for our graduates. We are proud of all the students who are receiving their associate's degrees, certificates, high school diplomas, and GEDs. In the past year, we have seen the following accomplishments. 811 students will receive certificates and diplomas from Bates Tech. In this year's graduating class, we have 55 students earning both a high school diploma and an associate's degree. Our graduates this year range from 17 years old to 70. And we have 38 graduates who are a member of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. In addition, tonight, we honor and recognize our veterans graduates. When they cross the stage, you will see them, and they will be receiving a challenge coin presented in honor of their service. Tonight, it's also my special privilege to introduce some of the guests we have. First, I'd like to recognize the Bates Technical College Board of Trustees. Our chair, Tom George. Our vice chair, Heather Moss. And trustees, Florence Chang, Thaddeus Jackson, and Christina Blocker. Other dignitaries with me on stage tonight include Bates Technical College President, Dr. Lynn Zhou. Our Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Johnny Hu. And Washington State Senator Steve Conway, representing the 29th Legislative District. I would also like to recognize the community members that volunteer their time participating in our advisory committees and serving on the Bates Technical College Foundation Board of Directors. These community members volunteer their time, provide expertise that helps our students achieve their educational and professional goals, and we thank them for their important work. We would also like to acknowledge and thank the Cascade Community Band for their performance tonight. the Bates Technical College Broadcasting and Video Production Program for live streaming tonight's commencement on YouTube, and our fire service program that has provided ushers for the evening. At this time, please welcome our Vice President of Instruction, Dr. Johnny Hu, to the podium.
Thank you so much, Steve. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to try one more time. We need a little bit more energy. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all so much. First of all, I'd like to offer my congratulations to our Bates Technical College class of 2025. You have reached a remarkable milestone in your academic journey, and we are all immensely proud of each and every one of you. As you take in tonight's celebration, you might notice the display screens capturing every moment of tonight's ceremony. And as Steve just mentioned, that is all thanks to our talented broadcasting and video production program, which is live streaming right now on YouTube. And leading that program, that amazing program offered here at Bates Technical College, is tonight's faculty speaker, Ken Whitko. Ken has been a valued member in the broadcasting and video production program for 12 years, and he is an alumni of the program itself. Ken completed his studies in 1987 before going on to build a successful 25-year career in the industry. He later returned to Bates Technical College to teach and inspire the next generation of media professionals. So Ken, it is time for you to swap your director's cap, because I see you back there working with your students. I know you're working tonight, but it is time for you to step onto the mic. Please welcome Ken Whitko to the podium.
I was so excited about doing this because my students have all had the pleasure of listening to my 2-hour lectures. Now you all get the same pleasure. Well, that was not very cheerful. You guys are like, forget about it. So, and actually somebody over here laughed when they heard that I graduated from Bates in 1987. Yeah, knock it off already. So actually, I won't take too much time. I will tell you that recently, not too long ago, I was having a message at a church. I was preaching at a church, and I was in the middle of this message, and the pastor got up and he politely walked out, and I finished my message. And afterwards, we were done, and I was chatting with him. And I said, "Hey, why did you get up and leave right there in the middle of the message?" And he said, "Well, I went to go get a haircut." And I said, "Well, why didn't you do it before I started?" And he said, "I didn't need one then." So, that didn't work. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. So, thank you. So actually, it is a great honor for me to be able to stand up here before you and speak just a few words for a few minutes. And honestly, when Dr. Joe asked me the first time, would I consider this, she didn't say, "Would you consider it?" I quote, "Ken, I have a question for you, and you have to say yes." So I was mildly surprised anyway, because there are so many talented people here that could speak to you and give you words of wisdom. All of the staff, or the faculty members that are over to our left, my right, whatever, all of them probably much smarter than me, but I take solace in the fact that none of them are better looking. So my wife said that, and my wife never lies to me. So anyway, it is really a great honor to be before you today, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm also thankful to God for giving me this opportunity, because without Him, I am pretty sure I would not even be alive today, much less standing here before you. I'd like to just encourage all of you that are sitting here before us that you are in a great place in your lives. I don't know how many speakers before me had the opportunity to, in the years previous, to stand up before you and say these words. I know exactly where you're at because I was there in 1987, as it was already pointed out. Long before most of you were even thought of, probably before your parents were thought of even. Thank you for that. I got someone over there in the amen corner. So I just want you to remember something about what you guys are, what's happening with your lives right now, and the steps that you had to take. The first and most important step is always the first one. You've made a step, stepping out of your comfort zone, and especially those of you that are non-traditional students. And Bates Technical College has that, has a lot of non-traditional students, and I was one of them back in the day. So I have, at that point in my life, I was married, I had a child, and I was working a job that I didn't see myself doing for the next 40 years, and I was delivering 3 paper routes every day. And I thought to myself, I've got to do something. And that's when I found Bates and enrolled in the broadcast video production program. My career has expanded more than 35 years, including working in international places like Mongolia. Sanbai no, by the way, wherever. If no Mongolian speakers here? Okay. I will move on then. So here are a few more examples, though, of people just like you that have taken that first step, not knowing exactly what's going to happen, but believing that their worlds can change because they take that first step. So the picture I'm going to show you right now is of Michelle Cunningham. Do we see Michelle? That's Michelle Cunningham. Michelle Cunningham was a bartender before coming to Bates. She loved sports, and one evening, as a spectator at Rainier's game, she ran into a friend who was working as a crew member in the production. She asked how she could do what he was doing, and he said, go to Bates. So she did. She worked hard and was very dedicated, and now 10 years later, she's the news director at Fox 13 in Seattle. She is a special lady. This next picture is Stokely Leggett. Stokely was in his late 30s, early 40s when he was laid off from his job, and he made a phone call to Bates and immediately enrolled in Bates the first quarter he could. And now he's an AV expert in Las Vegas, and he travels around the U.S. training other AV experts. He was also the 2016 Academic Student of the Year from Bates. That's Stokely Leggett, another awesome guy. He calls me, and his wife calls me every now and again, and they always ask him how I'm doing and inviting me down to Las Vegas, and they are special people. This next picture is Drew Pica. Yes, Pica Farms. Anybody ever heard of Pica Farms? Anybody ever picked any strawberries? That is the Pica that I'm talking about. There is Drew.
His arms extended, catching it on the barrel.
That's
Drew, watch out, man.
So that video played a little early, but that was a video of Drew at a baseball game where he almost got hit. But he was from the WSU and noticed some work they were doing in small production studio. He learned about Bates and the extensive hand-on experiences he could get, and he enrolled. And the first picture that I think they showed was him in Paris at the Olympics last year. He was part of the crew. Now, lest I forget, thank you for that. So lest you think I'm only bringing up traditional students, here is a picture of Keziah Vasquez. She is the youngest student we had in our program, and maybe one of the youngest in the school, but she's definitely one of the brightest stars of the future. And this picture is of, you can actually see her brother there, part of it, but this picture you're going to show me now is of Malachi, her brother, and that's also Keziah, so we're going to get there. That's Malachi. Malachi is also a youngster and is leading from the front, an incredible young man who's now working in the farm club of the Rainiers. These two youngsters are they have the world before them. They're really great people. This last picture I'll show you is of Branson and Malachi, and Branson is photobombing, I guess, Malachi. He's working the camera. Branson came to Bates because he was looking for something more, and he found his calling. He's now a full-time staff member at the Mariners Farm Club. And every time I see Branson, he says something powerful, how blessed he was about coming to Bates and how we were able to help him get on a track to do something really impactful for his life, in his life. And it truly has been my privilege to work with and teach some special people, all of them that are here today and included in those pictures, and working with some of the most special people that I work with, including our fearless leader, Dr. Joe, and the things that she's had to bring us through in the last 7-8 years has been incredible. And I would like to say thank you, Dr. Joe, and give her a nice applause. Would you do that? Where is she? Over here. You're awesome. This brings me to my last few points. In my 63 times around the sun, I've learned a few things that help me to maneuver my ups and downs, or the ups and downs, the turns, and all of the twists that we go through in life. The first and foremost is that I never stop learning, and I would ask you to never stop learning. If we stop learning, we're dying. I received my second and third degrees later in life, and as a faculty member, I'm challenged every day to learn, to be better, because it is energy, it is purpose, and it is life. Next is probably the best and worst advice I ever received from my mom. Now, I know some of you are like, wait a minute. Moms do not give bad advice. So I am have a little bit of a flair for the dramatic, but anyway. I remember as a teenager, my mom said, son, you have all the time in the world. Some of you used to be teenagers. Some of you actually have teenagers. Some of you that are parents that have teenagers know that when you ask your teenager to do something, what do? Like, oh my gosh, really? I'm totally busy right now. Come on, Mom, I'm busy, all right? And I don't have time for this. But when your teenager asks you to do something, it's like, Mom, hurry up. You gotta hurry up because, and you're like, what? Why? What happened? The world's coming to an end. I can't find my phone charger. My phone is about to die. That never happened, right? You guys are funny. So the second thing my mom told me that really changed my life also is that I need to slow down. And you've heard the proverbial stop and smell the roses. It's okay. It's a good thing to slow down. But it's also one of the worst things she told me, because guess what? All of us that are aging, not me, but some of the others that are aging, we all know one thing. Life is like that. It's a breath compared to eternity. We don't have unlimited amount of time, so you should make the best of your time always. I like to ask myself a simple question most days. Is what I'm doing right now going to get me to my goals? If not, I need to change what I'm doing. Next, life can be challenging sometimes, and we find ourselves wallowing in the molly grubs. Now, I don't know what a molly grub is, but my wife says that all the time. So stop wallowing in the molly grubs. Not at me, because I don't do it. But anyway, somebody. And by the way, my wife, she's super special. And next week we will celebrate 42 years of marriage. And by the way, that's to each other, just so I was just clear about that. She is a special woman. Hi, honey. I know you're out there somewhere watching. So anyway, when life seems overwhelming, it might be because, and this is an important part, it might be because we're thinking about ourselves too much. And I know this isn't profound, folks, but my advice is to focus on helping someone else, because you'll have a hard time feeling depressed when you're helping others. Some time ago, I was walking past a technician working on a problem. As I passed him, I offered what I thought was some astute solutions to the problem he was working on. The technician did something that I have thought about deeply ever since. He smiled and enthusiastically said, "What a great idea. Thanks." And I walked past him feeling just a little bit prouder, my head a little bit fatter. And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, he knew exactly what he was doing. He was on his way to fixing that, and he didn't really need my advice. But you know what he did? He made me feel good. And it was okay. So he let me take some of the credit, even though I really didn't deserve it. This may be an oversimplification of the concept, but the last question I like to ask myself is, how do I make people feel when I leave their presence? Author and poet Maya Angelou said it this way. We should see that quote coming up. I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you do, but people will never forget how you make them feel. George William Curtis said it this way. The fragrance always stays in the hand that gives the rose. You can never get away from the consequences of your own choices, good or bad. They're going to build up on you, and they're going to pay you back, good or bad. The biblical wisdom has said it this way. Whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Or do unto others what you would want them to do to you. Most of you would probably recognize that as the golden rule. So the question is, how do you make people feel? Because eventually, this is how you're going to feel. You can't escape it. And one last thought to my team of broadcast students. Just remember this, Ken will never run out of buses. This is an inside joke. And to all the rest of you, congratulations on taking the first step towards a fulfilling, beautiful life. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ken. We appreciate those words. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce the class of 2025 student graduate speaker, Maria Silva. Born and raised in Tacoma, Maria, a graduate of the Facilities Maintenance Engineer program at Bates and part of the Bates Technical College High School. A first-generation graduate and the eldest of 4 siblings, she discovered her passion for hands-on work early on while helping her dad, a carpenter, around the house and working on the car. Maria plans to pursue a career in facilities maintenance with the goal of working in a hospital or a facility facility setting. In her free time, Maria enjoys spending time outdoors with her dog TJ. So at this time, please join me in welcoming your class speaker, Maria, to the podium. You got this.
Good afternoon, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and especially the class of 2025. My name is Mireya Silva, and it is a privilege to stand here today and to be accompanied by the faces that have been part of this long and meaningful journey. Graduation is often described as a celebration, and it is, but it is also a moment of reflection. As we gather to celebrate this transition, I find myself thinking not just about the accomplishments we're here to honor, but about the perseverance, the growth, and our support systems that helped us reach this point. As a first-generation graduate, this moment carries a heavy weight, not just for me, but for my family and everyone who helped make this journey possible. To all the other graduates here today, we each have our own story, but we share the path that brought us here, a path of perseverance, resilience, and hard work. Both my parents immigrated from Mexico with the desire for a better future. My dad didn't graduate high school, and my mom arrived here as a dreamer. Despite the obstacles I faced with learning to speak and comprehend the English language, I have developed a love for school and learning, which is why I believe I thrived in my classes. Ever since I began the Facility Maintenance Engineering program, I have been asked why I chose it, since you don't see a lot of women in this field. And truthfully, I had no idea. I just knew that I liked what I was learning. But writing this speech has reminded me that ever since I was a child, I've always had a fascination for taking things apart and putting them back together, which was something that I learned from watching my dad. 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to meet an engineer who gave me the tour of a boiler building in a large hospital. This really piqued my interest. You don't really put into perspective everything that goes on in the back of a building until you're the one who's learning how to maintain it. This, mixed with my love for taking things apart, drew me to the maintenance field. Initially, I was the only girl in the class, and to be quite sincere, it was intimidating stepping into a field that is known to be male-dominated. I began this journey with nothing but curiosity, but as time went on, I adapted to the field and slowly got the hang of it. As I engaged more deeply with my training, my passion for the field grew. In recognition of my confidence and growth in the field, my peers granted me the opportunity to be a co-team lead for a house we built last spring. Although it may not seem like much to others, but to me it was a huge deal. It proved that even though I knew close to nothing at the beginning of the program, if I was consistent with my studies and tried my hardest, I could be just as good as anyone else. Throughout my studies here at Bates, I have made it onto the president's and dean's list several times. I believe I was able to make such notable achievements not because the coursework was easy, because to be frank, if college was easy, I wouldn't have spent most of my time wondering if I'd finish the quarter or if the quarter would finish me. But here's the thing. I never saw the work as a burden, because as repetitive or as corny as it sounds, when you like something, it stops being an obligation, but something that you look forward to doing, even if you're tired or mildly stressed out about it. So to anyone who has ever felt out of place, uncertain, or overwhelmed, let this moment serve as proof that you don't have to have it all figured out. I didn't, and many of you didn't either. We began this journey not knowing exactly where it would take us, but only that we had to give it a try. And that willingness to continue trying, especially when things were stressful, hard, or challenging, that is what got us here. This experience isn't about perfection. It is about perseverance. There were moments I felt like I didn't belong, moments I questioned if I could keep up, or if I was even smart enough. But each time I showed up, even when I was tired, unsure, or confused, I was proving to myself that I could do anything as long as I didn't give up. We are not defined by the obstacles we face, but by the strength that we show in overcoming them. We are not here because the road was easy, but because we chose to not stop walking it. And that choice to keep going, that is what makes today so meaningful. To my fellow graduates, whether you're the first in your family like me, or if you walked a different but just as difficult path, know this: you've earned it. Through every long night, early morning, setback, and breakthrough, this moment is yours. The road ahead won't always be easy, but you've already proven that you can adapt, rise, and push through. You've proven that your potential isn't limited by your circumstances, but shaped by your perseverance. There will always be challenges, but there will also be opportunities you've never even thought of. And maybe the thing that scares you the most will be what you end up loving, but you'll never know unless you try. So whatever comes next, don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back. Don't wait to feel ready. Start where you are and use what you have. Keep showing up, keep learning, and keep building. Because perseverance doesn't just get you through hard times, it changes you for the better. To wrap things up before anyone starts snoring, I would like to take a moment to address my Spanish-speaking colleagues, friends, and family in their native language. Antes de que la audiencia comience a dormirse con mi discurso, me gustaría dedicar un momento para dirigirme a mis colegas, amigos y en especial a mis familiares, en su idioma natal. Ustedes son la base de todo lo que he logrado y conseguido. Este momento representa mucho más que un título, simboliza los sueños de mis padres, los sacrificios de mi familia y la esperanza que han sembrado en mí. Aprecio profundamente su apoyo, su fe en mí y la oportunidad de realizar sueños que son tantos míos como de ustedes. Reconozco que este logro ha requerido numerosos sacrificios de su parte, por lo que este momento no es solo mío, sino de todos nosotros. Gracias por acompañarme en cada etapa del camino, por haber estado conmigo en todo momento, apoyándome y dándome las fuerzas para seguir adelante, crecer y avanzar. Muchísimas gracias. To translate from my English-speaking audience, to my family and friends, you are the foundation of this achievement and of everything I have accomplished during my time here at Bates. This moment represents more than just a title. It embodies my parents' dreams, my family's sacrifices, and the hope they have placed in me. I sincerely appreciate your support and faith, as well as the opportunity to work towards our shared goals. This achievement reflects your unwavering support. Thank you for being by my side throughout this journey and supporting me and providing me the strength needed to grow and succeed. We have already proven that we can overcome, grow, and succeed. So whatever comes next, face it with the same courage that brought you here today. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've earned it.
Thank you, Mariah. Your story is inspiring, and we are so proud to count you among our accomplished and distinguished alumni. Next, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Washington State Senator Steve Conway. Senator Steve Conway has represented Washington's 29th legislative district since 1993. First as a state representative, and now as a state senator. He currently serves as President pro tempore and sits on the Labor and Commerce and Ways and Means committees. A longtime advocate for workers' rights. He previously worked with the United Food and the Commercial Workers Union. Senator Conway holds a master's and doctorate degree in history from the University of Oregon and was a Fulbright Fellow at the London School of Economics. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished keynote speaker, Senator Steve Conway.
Well, thank you, President Zell, for that introduction. You know, June 6th will be memorable to you because this is the day you're graduating. But it's also a very memorable day in the history of our country, D-Day as well. So I would like to ask all our veterans and active military to stand up this day and let us recognize them for their service to our country and to our state, all right? It is a true honor to have been invited to give this address. You know, I've had the honor of representing the 29th Legislative District, which is South Tacoma, East Tacoma, Parkland, and Spanaway, and I assume some of you I do represent, for now 32 years. That, my friends, is an honor. But today is a celebration. Today is a celebration for you and your families for all what you have achieved. So let us give a hand to the families and the students for this achievement today. I see the families here and many families. I wish I could see your faces. But this is also a proud day for a great institution, Bates. Bates Technical College is 85 years old. 85 years. It is remarkable if you think about it. All the people who once sat in these very seats that you are in have gone on to strengthen our communities for 8 decades. 85 years. Bates is the oldest technical college in our state and best technical college, all right? It has launched generations of skilled workers, mechanics, carpenters, plumbers, chefs, electricians, nurses, and broadcasters, as we heard, and many more. The diversity of careers that this school has launched is matched only by the diversity of you in this audience. I've been told that this is one of the most diverse graduating classes in Bates history, so let's give them a hand. A vocational education creates a path to the middle class. It helps the American dream be accessible. Whether that's a car, a home, a family, a house, the dignity that comes from doing work rewards you financially and provides a critical service to our community. And for 8 generations, this has been the mission of Bates. It has been, and I think we should recognize this, a major player in the Washington economy if you think of 8 generations of skilled workers who have built this state, all right? Just like Bates, my work in Olympia has centered around supporting working people, their trades, their unions, and clearing a path to opportunity. This is best done by strengthening labor rights, unions, and collective bargaining, and I might add apprenticeship programs, and funding skill training vocation institutions like Bates. Much like Bates is 80, you must, I hate to say this, but Bates is 80, and unfortunately I celebrated my 80th birthday this year as well. You know, the state has done marvelous work in recent years in helping our institutions to build these beautiful campuses out where we are in. And of course, just last week, we opened up the beautiful training center for firefighters. That was a major achievement, and let's honor that fact that, again, we are building strong institutions to educate the vocational people of this state. I want to stop here and say that one of the things in Olympia that has happened in my career is the growing importance of a skilled workforce for our economy. More and more legislators are recognizing the power of apprenticeship, the work-to-learn model, a mixture of on-the-ground experience and classroom conversation, the value of that, and that value is value to our economy. Business more and more is recognizing that skilled training is paramount to their success as businesses. Examine Boeing today and its travails. Examine its recognition today that its skilled workforce is more important than profit or production goals, right? Witness that expansion of skill centers in K-12 education. We are changing our focus on work and education. We are reinventing education training. I would like to kind of say, though, that this brings me to you, the graduates, on this very special day. This is your special day. This is a celebration. Now imagine how many are planning to celebrate after this. How many families are planning to celebrate after this, all right? This is a day of celebration. You should be extraordinarily proud of the determination, resilience, and daily commitment you've shown to reach this point. You should be. We all know that schoolwork is just a part of the challenge. Life doesn't stop when you enter a school. Many of you have families, jobs, and other responsibilities, and you had to put together your training with that. It's that you should be especially proud, I mean this, especially proud of what you've accomplished. And we all know that no great accomplishment has ever been achieved alone. Your friends, your family, the staff here at Bates have all helped you along the way. And as you go through your life and your career, you'll remember these instructors, the lessons, the insights that we heard today, moments of encouragement. There's no better tribute to them than putting these lessons into use in your work and in your life. So let's give a big hand to the instructors over here and staff here at Bates, all right? Today is the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. From here, you will go to do amazing things. And I would invite any of you who are interested in politics to talk with me. We need more people in Olympia who will be putting a priority on vocational education. You are Washington's future. You are. You are the leaders, the innovators, the problem solvers who will shape our state for the next generation. But remember this, you build on a foundation of your trade or your profession. And you are building for 8 decades, even longer, some of these trades have been built. But you will have a challenge, for you are accommodating your work to a rapidly changing technology of our times. I mean this. AI will have huge impacts on the nature of work. Your success in your work is tied to the success of our state. The better you do, the better Washington does. You might not know it yet, but by choosing a technical education was an extraordinarily wise decision. That's why employers seek out CTE graduates. It is why the legislature works hard to support apprenticeship programs and institutes like Bates that sends their students into the workplace ready to work. You and everyone who helped you get here are living proof of the value of investing in workforce education. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Conway, for your inspirational and powerful words. We are proud to have you as an advocate and a supporter of technical education. Before we continue this evening's celebration, we want to take a moment to honor and remember 4 students from our Bates Technical College community that we lost in the past year. Those students are Jace West from the Running Start and HVAC program, Tatiana Grace from Culinary Arts, Datron Franco from Commercial Truck Driving, and Michael Davis from the Broadcast and Video Production. These students were part of the fabric of our college. Their absence is felt deeply, and today we honor their lives, their pursuit of education, and the impact that they made in their time with us. At this time, I invite you to join me in a moment of silence as we reflect on their lives and the loved ones they leave behind. Thank you. At this time, we will present credentials to the families of these students.
Jace West. Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning honorary degree. Tatiana Grace, Culinary Arts, honorary degree. Thank you. Datron Franco, Commercial Driving Training and honorary degree. Michael Davis, Broadcast and Video Production degree.
Thank you for helping us honor those students and their families. Their memory will always remain a meaningful part of our college community. At Bates Technical College, our dedicated faculty work tirelessly to give our students the knowledge, skills, and the tools they need to succeed. Every one of our staff members plays an important role in our students' educational journey. In various ways, they help guide students towards reaching their educational goals. To our faculty and staff, thank you for your steadfast commitment to student success and to our college. You help challenge, educate, and inspire our students as they realize their potentials and possibilities. This past year has been one of growth, innovation, and impact at Bates Technical College. We received approval to offer our second Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Computer Information Systems and IT Project Management, opening new doors for students pursuing advanced degrees in technology. And this fall, we are excited to launch 3 new additional programs: MRI technology, invasive cardiovascular technology, and community services and public safety. Each was designed to meet the evolving needs of our community and the regional workforce. We also recently broke ground on our new Fire Service Training Center at South Campus, a state-of-the-art facility that will provide essential hands-on training for the next generations of firefighters. Addressing student needs beyond the classroom remains a priority. We are proud to be the first college in Washington's community and technical college system and the West Coast to implement the Good Roots Northwest food locker system. This innovative, user-friendly resource builds on our campus food pantries, giving students greater access to meals in a convenient and empowering way, helping support their academic and personal success. And thanks to the dedication of our faculty, staff, and students, Bates was recognized as the best technical college in the Pacific Northwest, Pierce County, and the South Sound, a reflection of the incredible work happening here every day. Yes, you should give yourself a big hand. As we proudly celebrate our 85th anniversary this year, we honor a legacy built on innovation, excellence, and service. This milestone gives us a chance to reflect on how far we have come and to look ahead with excitement for what's next. We invite our alumni, community partners, and friends to join us in commemorating this remarkable chapter in our college's history. And as we reflect on all these accomplishments, we recognize that none of it would be possible without the people behind them. So at this time, I would like to ask our faculty and staff to please stand and be recognized for your outstanding work and commitment to our students and our college. Please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. To the graduating class of 2025, it is my pleasure and honor to congratulate you on this momentous occasion. You have worked hard and dedicated yourself to achieving this great accomplishment, and for that, I commend you. As you receive your diploma tonight, you become part of the thousands of Bates Technical College alumni. Many of you have overcome significant challenges, including balancing work, family, and education. As you embark on a new journey, I encourage you to remember that commencement is not the end, but rather the start of a new beginning. Continue to learn, grow, and transform yourself and your future. Take the knowledge and the skills you have gained during your time here and use them to reach new heights and achieve your goals. Congratulations on these outstanding accomplishments, and I wish you all the best as you pursue your dreams and goals. Congratulations. Now, I'd like to turn our attention to the most anticipated portion of the evening, presenting the awards to our new graduate. Associated Student Government Manager Lamont Lucas and Foundation Manager Michael Cabrera will present the graduates. Culinary Arts Program faculty member Chef Anthony Brooks, retired United States Navy Senior Chief Service Wayfinder / Aviation Wayfinder, will present a challenge coin to our veteran graduates. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, administration, parents, families, friends, it is my great privilege to present the Bates Technical College graduating class of 2025.
Congratulations. Jeremiah Velez, accounting degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Riley Jury Luhia, accounting, high school degree. Aaron Thompson, accounting degree. Damarian Mustin, accounting, high school. Aaron Calvo-Gian, accounting, high school degree. Yulia Pershina Cipino, accounting degree. Yanina Kukarenko, accounting degree. Jade Vetter, administrative business assistant degree. Zyrion Lewis, administrative medical assistant degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Brittany Enos, administrative medical assistant degree. Rhett King, advanced machining degree. Noah Gilbertson, advanced machining degree. Antoinette Yolanda Johnson, applied business management degree and Phi Theta Kappa. Michelle Augusta Dombo, applied business management degree, Phi Theta Kappa.
Jacob Wally, architectural woodworking cabinet making technology certificate. Anna Williamson, architectural woodworking cabinet making technology degree. James Johnson, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree, veteran. Olivia Aravalo, auto body high school diploma. Juan Del Moral, auto body rebuilding and refinishing high school diploma. Angel Cornelio Esperoza, auto body degree and high school diploma. Jesus Gonzalez Lopez, auto body rebuilding and refinishing, high school diploma. Justin Hobson, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree. Dennis Jr. Ferrata, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree, high school diploma. Mauricio Trinidad, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree, high school diploma. Joshua Gerardo Villanueva, auto body rebuilding refinishing degree, high school diploma. Amir Jair Cazarvis Celestino, auto body and refinishing degree. Diego Gomez Rodriguez, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree and high school diploma. Greco Patland Zira, auto body rebuilding and refinishing degree and high school diploma. Richard Garcia Sotelo, auto body rebuilding and refinishing certificate and high school diploma. Abdullah Al-Tamiri, auto body and refinishing degree and high school diploma. Nicholas Ramirez, automation and mechatronics degree, veteran. Micah Montstream, automotive technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Nayeli Corneal, automotive technology degree. Samuel Rodriguez Lopez, automotive technology degree. Owen Hopkins, automotive technology degree, high school diploma. Morgan Goad, automotive technology degree, high school diploma. Elijah Stone, automotive technology degree. Jacob Jarvis, automotive technology degree. Arath Blanco III, Barbary degree, veteran. Okay. Jeremiah Simpson, Barbary degree, high school diploma.
Demario Rea, Barber degree. Luis Fernando Paredes Rodarte, Barber degree. Dakota Johnson, Barber high school degree. Just Rome? Rome, Barber certificate. He said, I guess. Liam Guerrero, Barber high school degree. Rylan Dent, Barber high school degree. Christian Sean Watson Jr., Barber certificate. Rylan Anderson, Barber high school degree. Joshua M.J. Larkins, Barber high school degree. Javel Goodwin, high school and degree. Jaden, everybody talks about, Barber certificate. Benjamin Renault, biomedical service technician, clinical engineering degree, veteran, and Phi Theta Kappa. Got them all. Reese Smoke, broadcasting video production degree. Eric Randolph, broadcasting video production degree. Coda Anderson, broadcasting video production degree. Marquise Deshaun Burton Rude, broadcasting video production degree. Joshua Studeman, broadcasting video production degree and veteran. Brielle Sestito, broadcast video production degree. Talia Morgan, Broadcasting Video Production degree. Congrats. Lee Montero, Broadcasting Video Production degree and Phi Theta Kappa. Jacob Steinberg, Broadcasting Video Production degree. Zane Ball, Broadcasting Video Production degree. Victor Diaz Hernandez, a Broadcasting Video Production degree. Alan Trimmings, Business Administration, DTA, Veteran, and Phi Theta Kappa. Patricia Cerezo, Business Administration degree, DTA, and Phi Theta Kappa. Nicholas Deviney, Carpentry, High School degree. Alexandria Wilson, Certified Medical Assistant and Phlebotomy, High School and degree. Isabella Mendoza Ojeda, Certified Medical Assistant degree. Brianna Williams, Certified Medical Assistant degree and Phi Theta Kappa.
Angel Vestal, Certified Medical Assistant, Phlebotomy, Phi Theta Kappa. Callie Davis, Certified Medical Assisting degree, Phlebotomy degree, High School Diploma, Phi Theta Kappa. Taylor Truffles, Certified Medical Assisting degree, Phlebotomy degree, High School Diploma, Phi Theta Kappa. Marissa Lewis, Certified Medical Assisting degree and Phlebotomy degree. Emily Grammers, Certified Medical Assisting degree, Phlebotomy degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Seth Anderson, Cloud Computing and Network Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Ian Marengo, Cloud Computing and Network Technology degree. Lovely Bradford, Culinary Arts degree. Sirsha Berry, Culinary Arts degree. Trinity Lily Faith Kitchen, Culinary Arts degree. Kyra Vakil, Culinary Arts degree. Mary McNall, Culinary Arts degree. Ava Culp, Culinary Arts degree, High School Diploma. Deja Irby, Culinary Arts degree, High School Diploma. Leandre Smith, Culinary Arts degree, High School Diploma. Javen Daniels, Culinary Arts degree, High School Diploma. Alex Iveskij, Culinary Arts degree, High School Diploma.
Dineo Mode Makwane, Culinary Arts degree. Magic? No magic? No herbs and spices? Irvin John Marzan, Culinary Arts degree. Okay. Trevor Delaney, Culinary Arts, High School Diploma, Phi Theta Kappa. Ayana Rector, Culinary Arts, High School Diploma degree. Tiana Mung, Culinary Arts degree. Vanalise Diaz Reyes, Culinary Arts degree. Diamond Ransom, Cybersecurity degree. Monique Jaber, Cybersecurity degree. Nathan Paul, Cybersecurity degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Mason Pitchler, Cybersecurity degree and Phi Theta Kappa. Darius Johnson, Cybersecurity degree, veteran. Joanne Camberdella, Cybersecurity degree. Moses Richard Lemmy, Cybersecurity degree. Mikhailo Rotar, Cybersecurity degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Reyes Moses, Dental Assisting degree. Darinya Kovalchuk, Dental Assisting degree. Maggie Philimu, Dental Assisting certificate. Christy Nguyen, Dental Assisting degree. Raven Martinez, Dental Assisting degree. Carissa Osmus, Dental Assisting certificate. Jillian Barncard, Dental Assisting degree. Of course it is. Isla Elam, Dental Assisting degree. Aaron Dow, Dental Assisting degree. Sadie Thomas, Dental Assisting degree.
Ashley Hernandez Velasquez, Dental Assisting degree. Savannah Raham, Dental Assisting degree. Natalia Kusumenko, Dental Assisting certificate. Adrian Amari Allen Scott, Dental Assisting degree. Lawson Goldsby, Dental Lab Technician certificate. An Deng, Denturist degree. Ulysses Gabriel Velasco Gondinez, Juris degree. Vave Gordon Saleh Patia, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Armand Sin, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Elias Gonzalez, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Jacob Trujillo, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree, high school diploma. Damian Wilkerson, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Hunter Sherman, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree, high school diploma. Alyssa Martin, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Dominic Justice Abels, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Phoebe Romine, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Gridley Bridgman, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Victor Chobano, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree.
Shane Sudak, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Cody Silver, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Colton Carr, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Carson Dewey, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Julio Najo Muniz, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree and veteran. Diego Eddie Huitron Gordillo, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Omar Chavez Gomez, Diesel Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Brian Boston, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school degree. Derek Rodriguez, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology and high school diploma. Alfonso Pastor Quiros, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Oscar Hotchkiss, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Caden Hamilton, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Joshua Dykes, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Earl Sanders Jr., Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree and veteran. Alexander Hale, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma, degree, and future veteran. Nicholas Wood, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Austin Jennings, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology, high school diploma and degree. Jake Ford, Diesel and Heavy Equipment Technology degree. Spencer Shepard, Digital Media degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Dominique Lachey Taylor, Digital Media degree. Alexander Delgado, Digital Media degree. Melissa Reed, Digital Media degree and Phi Theta Kappa. Crayson McBride, Digital Media degree.
Jabari Brown, Digital Media degree, high school diploma. Justice Lee, Digital Media degree, high school diploma. Nia Williams Randolph, Digital Media degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Stephanie Noble, Digital Media degree, high school diploma. Anthony Basana, Digital Media degree. Jabulani Jenkins, Digital Media degree, high school diploma. Benjamin Howard, Digital Media degree, high school diploma. Fernando Madrid Cartagena, Early Childhood Education degree. Matthew Cameron, Early Childhood Education degree, veteran. Shannon Ross, Early Childhood Education degree. Kayla Copeland, Early Childhood Education degree. Ashley Pierce, Early Childhood Education degree. Taya White, Early Childhood Education degree. Casey Al-Qaeda Sandlin, Early Childhood Education degree. Kyra Rogers, Early Childhood Education degree, high school diploma. Casey Howe, Electrical Construction degree. Logan Long, Electrical Construction degree and high school diploma. Justice Palomo Peredo, Electrical Construction degree, veteran. Andrew Feely, Electrical Construction degree. Troy Tyrell, Electrical Construction degree, veteran. Mason Means, Electrical Construction degree. Caden Williams, Electrical Construction degree, high school diploma. Walter Prentice, electrical construction degree, high school diploma.
Fedor Osipov, electrical construction, high school diploma and degree. Jack Marshall, electrical construction degree. Okay. Timothy Schvetz, electrical construction, high school diploma and degree. Jessica Marquez, electrical construction degree. Alan Hernandez Barrientos, electrical construction degree. Oscar Garay, electrical construction, high school diploma and degree. Preston Curtis, high school diploma and degree. Ulysses Perez Espinoza, electrical construction, high school diploma and degree. Eric Pollo Sanchez Acevedo, electrical construction, high school diploma and degree. Antonio Anaya Lopez, electrical construction, high school diploma, degree. Alyssa Corby, electrical engineering technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Yao Selok, electrical engineering technology degree. Vasil Altukov, facilities maintenance engineer certificate. Maria Silva, facilities maintenance engineer, high school diploma, degree. Kevin Smith, facilities maintenance engineer, degree. Hunter James Stewart, facilities maintenance engineer, high school 21, degree. Matt Batson, fire service, high school diploma and degree. Alexander Brown, fire service, degree. Matthew Scala, fire service, degree. Stephen Flores Santiago, fire service, degree. Isaac Howland, fire service, degree. Xavier Pruitt, fire service, high school diploma and degree. Kyrie Ginger, fire service, high school diploma and degree. Alexander Wetzel, fire service, degree. Sam Foster, fire service, degree. Samuel James Pennington, fire service, degree. Aaron Kuntz, fire service, degree. Diego Lugo, fire service, degree and veteran. Braden Silver, fire service, high school diploma, degree. Todd Vicencio, Fire Service degree. Benjamin McNichol, Fire Service, High School Diploma, degree. Anthony Nagel, Fire Service, High School Diploma and degree. Jansen Vergutz, Fire Service degree.
Tice Fuller, HVAC Technology degree, High School Diploma. Jacob Rickard, HVAC Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Elijah Cummings, HVAC Technology degree, High School Diploma. Skylar Kozad, Fire Service degree, High School Diploma. Andrew Rasmussen, Fire Service degree, High School Diploma. Riley Coolkit, Fire Service degree. Anthony King, Fire Service degree. Peyton Reynolds, Fire Service degree, High School Diploma. Jack Johnson Big Horse, Fire Service degree, High School Diploma. Dan Michael Castillo, Fire Service degree. John Jaguna, Fire Service degree. Marlon Quiones, Fire Service degree. David Cavan, Fire Service degree. Fidian Riley, Fire Service degree. Jamin Brown, High School 21 plus. Shadiman Ballard, High School 21 plus. Lionel Cervantes, HVAC Technology degree, High School Diploma. Levi Hoya Gonzalez, HVAC Technology Certificate and High School Diploma. Ethan Foster, HVAC Technology degree. Elijah Nielsen, HVAC Technology degree and High School Diploma. Cache Walker, High School 21 plus. Sean Rennings, HVAC Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa.
Khalid Bashari, HVAC Technology, High School Diploma degree. Corey Reichert, HVAC Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Jacqueline Castro Hoffel, HVAC Technology degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Janine Castro Hoffel, HVAC Technology degree. Morgan Robinson, HVAC Technology certificate. Carter Owen, HVAC Technology High School Diploma. Leah Craven, Occupational Technology Assistant, Occupational Therapy Assistant, degree. Rebecca Cunningham, motorcycle and marine technology degree. Aaron Halicki, mechanical engineering technician degree. Jeremiah Samuela, mechanical engineering technician, high school diploma, degree, and Phi Theta Kappa. Chase Allen, information technology technician degree. Hunter Vargas, information technology technician, high school diploma and degree. Tor Harris, IT specialist degree. Stephanie Martin, high school 21. Harrelyn Marie Dotson, high school 21. Crystal Lynn, high school 21. Guadalupe Chavez, short-term certificates, high school 21. Antoine Johnson, high school 21. Michael Bolade, high school 21.
Paulina Arcerelli Hernandez Zacharias, phlebotomy certificate. Teresa Demarest, phlebotomy certificate. Catherine Batanco, phlebotomy certificate. Cheyenne Morrow, phlebotomy certificate. Elenique Davis, phlebotomy certificate. Madison LaKayla Janae Crawford, phlebotomy certificate. Nadia Parlin, phlebotomy certificate, veteran. Arisha Thomas, occupational therapy assistant degree. Erica Palmer, occupational therapy assistant degree. Juanita Bobby Bernard, occupational therapy certificate and veteran. Yvette Rodriguez, occupational therapy assistant degree. Alexis Cusick, occupational therapy assistant degree. Allison Rasmussen, occupational therapy assistant degree. Allison Lopez, occupational therapy assistant degree. Rosetta Lyons, phlebotomy certificate. Cece Lewis, phlebotomy certificate. Gabrielle Seelan, phlebotomy certificate. Paula Ryla, phlebotomy certificate.
Laureen Apamaje, phlebotomy certificate. Jessica Warner, phlebotomy certificate. Simona Mwangi, phlebotomy certificates. Gladiola Solano, phlebotomy certificate. Ana Solana, phlebotomy certificates. Zechariah Keiki, phlebotomy certificates. Gemma Gian Timoteo, phlebotomy certificates. Quana Parker, phlebotomy certificate. Brianna Oles, practical nursing degree. William Bagsick, practical nursing certificate. Rachel Goro, practical nursing degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Rachel Kamande, practical nursing degree. Emma Mute, practical nursing degree. Aisatu Sise, practical nursing degree. Karim Jaramillo, practical nursing degree. Ann Tuol, practical nursing degree. Catherine Williams, practical nursing degree. Lucy McKinde, practical nursing degree. Jamie Ramillo, practical nursing degree. Mary Joyce Esguerra, practical nursing degree, veteran. Jasmine Hayden, practical nursing degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Tara Peterson, practical nursing degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Julius Yangusi, practical nursing degree. Gabrielle Dirk, software development degree. Arsenio Munoz, sheet metal technology. Scholastica Mwangi, practical nursing degree. Sarah Mwangi, practical nursing degree. Ana Muya, practical nursing degree. Certificate. Vivian Waitaka, practical nursing certificate. Amy Carr, practical nursing degree. Bernadette Arungu, practical nursing degree. Amarjit Kaur, practical nursing degree, Phi Theta Kappa. Grace Gachi, practical nursing degree. Fahim Abdul Rahman, practical nursing degree. Scholar Mponzi, practical nursing degree. Pauline Kinungi, practical nursing degree, Phi Theta Kappa.
Timothy Thomas, welding degree, high school diploma. Damian Boyd, welding degree, high school diploma. Joseph Nasio Baza, welding degree. Aiden Steffens, welding degree, high school diploma. Jaden Taylor, welding degree, high school diploma. Patrick Puckett, welding degree, high school diploma. Colby Lee, welding degree. Ashton Martin, welding degree, high school diploma. Taylor Houghton, welding degree, high school diploma. Taylor Borja, welding degree, high school diploma. Emmanuel Miller, software development degree. Connor Hughes, software development degree, veteran. Haley Beckham, software development degree. Barrick Anderson, welding degree, veteran. Matthew Torres Romero, welding degree, high school diploma. Jonathan Solario Alacron, welding degree, high school diploma. Miguel Antunes de Luna, welding degree, high school diploma. Giovanni Reyes Plasencia, welding certificate, high school diploma. Fernando Garcia, welding degree, high school diploma. Cash Johnson, welding degree, high school diploma. Aiden Hansen, welding degree, high school diploma, Phi Theta Kappa. Dominique Sampson Ross, welding degree. Cyrus Aquino, welding certificate, high school diploma. Chloe Pancho, welding degree. Madeline Schmalls, welding degree. Robert Adjutant, welding degree.
Let's give our graduates another round of applause. Dr. Joe and Chair George, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as Chief Academic Officer of Bates Technical College, I attest that these graduates have fulfilled the requirements as certified by the faculty of their programs and the college's registrar. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left of your cap. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Board of Trustees Chair Tom George will now address our new graduates.
What a wonderful evening. Congratulations, graduates. I'm just moved by all the folks who have walked in front of us, and to shake your hand and congratulate you. My goodness, this I will remember for a long, long time. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Bates Technical College, I congratulate the class of 2025. Now, what has happened here is now you're alumni. Let me be the first to officially welcome you as Bates College alumni and join the family. I'm also an alumni of Bates Technical College. I graduated 53 years ago. And I'm so honored and proud of every one of you sitting there, and you have a wonderful future ahead of you. You're going to change the world. We are proud that you chose our college to pursue your educational goals. The degree, certificate, or diploma you earned will open doors and allow you to explore limitless opportunities. Tonight, we applaud and congratulate you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Guests, we would like to just thank you for attending tonight and being part of this ceremony. And graduates, before we start the recessional, I'm going to ask you to rise one last time and give a round of applause to everyone that's been here to support you tonight and throughout your journey. And now I ask you all to remain seated as we start our recessional. Those on stage will form two lines to greet the graduates as you exit. We thank you for your time here tonight. So please rise, safe travels, and congratulations, graduates.
Second ending only.
Second ending, 4 beats. What song? Radetzky. Here we go, 4 beats.